Hi, welcome to another edition of Fleet Momentum video series produced by Automotive Fleet Magazine. I'm Fleet Group Editor Chris Brown. This series is designed to put a spotlight on key leaders, trends, and product offerings in the fleet management industry. This episode is sponsored by and produced in partnership with PARS. Today, we'll be talking to Teri Ross, Vice President, Sales and Client Relations for PARS. Teri and I will talk about today's challenging supply chain environment and how it's affecting both vehicles and workers. We'll discuss how auto transporters are working with fleets to adjust their transportation processes. Hey, Teri, welcome to the Fleet Momentum video series.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you allowing me to join you today.
Sure. Well, first off, tell us about PARS and how PARS helps fleets.
Yeah, so thank you, Chris. PARS was established in 1998, and our service model was built not only as a transportation company, but also as a customer service organization. We focus on both the client and the fleet management companies, understanding that communication and information are critical. We're able to provide real-time information through our technology. So to start with, our proprietary mobile app provides our drivers with the ability to see all the open orders, which allows us to better schedule and match drivers with their vehicles. Through the mobile app, our drivers take pictures of the vehicle that we upload to our web portal. And these photos help the fleet manager and help the fleet management companies make better sound decisions regarding the condition of the vehicles. We offer client reviews to our fleet management companies and our mutual clients, providing them with actionable data to help with the timing of the transports, along with information to help them manage storage and move distances. And we are a certified woman-owned company, which provides minority spend opportunities for our clients.
Great. Well, let's get into this market and the challenges of the market. And what a market it is, right? I mean, how have fleets changed their transportation behaviors with this challenging transportation environment today?
Yeah, Chris, clients have changed their approach to transportation as we all continue to navigate this new COVID-impacted environment. For example, clients are placing more of their inventory into storage, whereas in the past, a vehicle may have fallen under their replacement guidelines and was slated to go to auction. Because of the lack of new vehicle inventory, they are extending the terms, extending the life of a vehicle as they need it while they wait for the new vehicles to arrive at dealerships. Clients are also requesting transfers that have longer move distances than prior to COVID. While the desire is to keep the vehicles within the same state to help with cutting the title and registration costs required when moving out of state, clients are needing to move vehicles longer distances, multi-state moves, to ensure that their drivers have a vehicle. The longer move distances could also be attributed to the new corporate environment of allowing employees to work remotely. We experienced a larger number of pickup and delivery address changes during the height of COVID, as drivers, they moved during this time since most businesses were allowing employees to work remotely. This also adds to the increase of the move distances as employees no longer needed to live closer to their offices.
Yeah, really interesting on that. The logistics have changed to the move to home. What are the long-term challenges in auto transport as a result of the environment today?
Yes, Chris, a shift in transportation environment can be seen in a couple of different areas. For example, I mentioned that we've seen an increase in the move distances. Clients are needing to utilize current assets more today than a couple of years ago. And the result is that clients are moving their vehicles greater distances. This adds some challenges in today's environment. Greater distances often mean multi-state moves. We are all experiencing the rising costs of fuel, airlines, hotels, fast food chains. All of these are involved when transport drivers engage in longer transports. Add to this the rental car situation. While the act of securing a rental car is easier today than, say, a year and a half ago, rental companies are still very reluctant to provide one-way rentals. Our drivers only need one-way rentals, either to get into or out of a location. And now we're facing the summer months when vacationers need a rental vehicle. So rental companies will save their vehicles for vacationers because they're going to book a weekly round trip rental versus our drivers that need a one-way rental for less than one day. So we continue to feel the constraints of the rental industry. And I mentioned employees working remote. We could continue to see the remote pickup and delivery locations for months and years to come. Remote locations, again, require the one-way rental or the use of a rideshare vehicle. We continue to struggle with the lack of rideshare availability due to the lack of drivers, and we are now experiencing an increase in the pricing of the rideshares. Driver shortages are also felt with auto carriers. This is an area that continues to struggle to get back to pre-pandemic levels. There are fewer truckers that have the experience and understanding of the fleet environment than in the past, and this is causing delays in transports for our clients. At PARS, we have a dedicated team that focuses on recruiting and retaining top-notch drivers. So these dedicated resources ensure responsive and comprehensive support for all of our driver needs. Leveraging technology, specifically our proprietary mobile app, we alleviate many of the complexities of the drive-away industry, and we improve the ease of doing business with PARS. Drivers can easily view and secure the moves, as well as manage their moves, while seamlessly providing real-time updates to our customer portal. Additionally, our accounting team works to ensure quick payment cycles for our drivers. So the quick payment and the autonomy of moving the vehicles, this provides the drivers with a continuous stream of transport moves, which actually keeps them on the road and delivering the vehicles for our customers.
Well, great. Thanks for that, Teri. So when PARS is consulting with clients, are there other alternative actions when it comes to vehicle replacement sources? Do you recommend any ways to kind of figure out new replacement sources?
Yeah, so conversations around vehicle replacements take place most often between the FMC and their client. However, we do consult with clients as it relates to transportation. As I previously mentioned, clients are storing vehicles and leaving them in storage for longer periods of times, more so than prior to COVID. The lack of rental vehicles, along with the cost of the rentals, was a critical issue during 2020 and 2021, and still is today due to the lengthy lead times for new vehicles. We are recommending that clients use their storage vehicles when a vehicle is having extensive repair or maintenance work done, or when they're waiting for a new vehicle to arrive at the dealership. This substantially cuts back on the rental costs and allows the clients to utilize their sitting assets. Our web portal provides 24/7 access to our transportation information, which includes storage data. A client can view a map of their storage vehicles, easily seeing where the vehicles are located throughout the country. This allows them to assign their storage vehicles based on the locations of their drivers, helping to minimize the move distances, as well as cut the costs for the rental vehicles.
Okay, Teri, well, great. This is my last question. The electric vehicle market, right? I mean, you can't open a web browser now without hearing about how EVs are going to revolutionize fleets. But there's real issues that PARS is addressing when it comes to electric fleet vehicles. Why don't you get into that?
Yes, there are some things, Chris, that are unique with electric vehicles. Starting with the initial confirmation calls, we ask questions that we wouldn't ask with ICE vehicles. For example, will the cord and any adapters be in the vehicle at the time of pickup? Will the vehicle be fully charged when we arrive to pick it up? Is there an active account or a special card for charging? Planning a trip takes on a whole new meaning. Instead of going from point A to point B, because fuel stations are readily available, we have to map out the trip based on charging stations. It's critically important to pick up vehicles that have enough of a charge to get to a charging facility, or it may need to change from a driven move to an auto carrier. Another major component is the availability of fast charging stations. The length of time to charge a vehicle can impact the timing of the move. Today, we can provide strong ETAs for deliveries because fueling is quick. but not with electric vehicles because charging times may vary. Vehicles in storage also have special needs. Monitoring the battery charge is critically important, as well as knowing what level of charge is needed and available. Is it a level 1, 110 volt, 220, fast charge? These are questions that need to be addressed where electric vehicles are concerned. Batteries cannot be fully depleted, but they also can't sit with a full charge. So monthly monitoring of battery charge levels is necessary to ensure the health of the battery. Fortunately, storage facilities, they do have charging stations on site. For those that don't, knowing the distance to the nearest charging station is required when electric vehicles are stored for our clients. So absolutely, Chris, there is a lot of discovery that has been done and still more to come, I'm sure, for the industry as we really dig into electric vehicles.
Great, Teri. Well, thank you. That's it for my questions. And again, thank you for sharing with our viewers how PARS is addressing this really fascinating and promising and disruptive market today.
This new COVID impacted environment surely does have some new twists and turns. So Chris, thank you. I appreciate your time today as well.
Sure.